To the Vectorize, my friend. Welcome. My name is Jonathan. If you don't know me yet, I'm here to teach you everything related to illustrations, the graphic design side. If you want to use Affinity Designer with me, and you are very welcome. And please let me know on the chat your name. I'm very happy, my friend. I'm always excited to teach you new designs. You know, today we're gonna do a panda, all right, from scratch. I'm gonna teach you drawing techniques. I want to teach you as well I do art devices, because on here you know that I teach you everything that I know from my experience, and I'm very looking forward to help you a lot. Okay, this is my new hammer. As you guys can see, I'm bringing this every week because I'm here to break everything. Okay, I'm here to teach you and help you a lot to develop awesome skills. You don't need to struggle. If you have problems with drawings, no problem at all. You can use the vectorized techniques, all right, because it's just amazing. If you know others videos, and if you have seen already others videos, you know that here we teach very simple techniques, and everything is very meaningful. And stay until the final, okay, if you want to learn much more. And let's see the people that are here. Hello Tick, hello Benjamin, Malika, hello Malika, my friend. Wie geht es dir? Hello Eileen, Daniel, Angela, hello Katie, hello Angela, Damian, hello my friend, Vela. So guys, hello Paul, hello my friend, Amy. Guys, you are so awesome, really. Thank you so much for joining me today. And every week you guys are, you know, just doing great. And let me show you what you guys will learn for today. Okay, this is my iPad screen, my friend. Look, and we're gonna see some principles, all right? Because it's very important not just to learn about the vector. As I like to say always during the live streaming, vector is a process, is a rendering process. And if you want to create the things from your head, if you want to be very creative, I suggest you always to look at the fundamentals. Okay, you guys are so awesome. So on the Vectorize Club, as I like to remember you, on the Vectorize Club you can have access to all the tutorials done so far on the Vectorize Club, since the mini courses that we are creating, the exercises, and also the unlimited access to the live streaming. All right, because you know that these live streamings, some of them get out from the YouTube channel, all right, and then they will be available here on the Vectorize Club. Okay, it's just awesome, and you can learn a lot. You guys are really doing great by joining on here, because you can learn much more. Okay, so, and also on the Instagram you can follow me on here and see other stuff that I do. Okay, so I do a lot of art style, and if you look at my Instagram, you can see that each post here is a very different art style. One of them is cute, one of them is more, let's say, Disney, and I'm very always happy to have this, let's say, this flexibility to change, you know, the art style. Some artists they do really nice job by focusing in just one art style, but in my case I like to have this freedom to experiment new art styles and also teach you. Okay, so yeah, you can tag me on the Instagram, right? This one, if you do some of the tutorials that I do here. Okay, feel free to follow me out there and also tag me. All right, so guys, right, one thing that I want to bring here, okay, about the concept and the fundamentals, is gonna be about the values. All right, and in order to explain even better for you what this means and what this is gonna be about, for example, I have here, let me show you this book. This guy here is very awesome. All right, he teaches a lot about the fundamentals of character design. Of course, I'm not getting sponsored from him, but this is a very nice, let's say, book. I recommend you guys to take a look at some books. But there's one page here that I want to show you, because you know, I don't want to spread everything here about his book. If you want, of course, you need to get from him, but here is the page that I like a lot, because here he talks about the principles. It's the same principle that I explained during the lessons that I do on here. All right, but of course he explained about much more than I usually say, because my principles is more simplified. If you look here, if you look at my principle, it is more simplified. We talk about shape, colors, and details. All right, we have these three principles that we talk a lot during the lessons, And of course you can see during the the post that I do on Instagram that I talk a lot about these principles, and we have a guide that explains each one. But here it's very nice to take a look in a more, let's say, theoretical way about the things that we can apply. And here, as you guys can see, we have these principles, but the certain thing that on here we don't have the values, right? We don't have values, but we have the silhouette. The silhouette here is very important. In that case, if you want to apply in your design, I like to tell you that if you start your design, your vector, start with the silhouette. The name of the book, it is The Silver Way. All right. Here in Brazil, it's quite expensive, but I suggest you, in case you want to learn, from yourself. I am self-taught. All right. I'm a very self-taught artist. I learn by reading books and taking this kind of lessons to myself, and I also like to bring on here. And one thing that I want to bring here, it's about the values. The values principle is very important, and the values is related to this technique here. If I apply the color overlay over this design, over this photo, all right, we can see here, look, the color in white and black scale, the famous gray scale. All right, and this is very meaningful, really very meaningful. And if I apply here this adjustment, that is the posterize, you can see that the posterize will try to resume even more the levels of details. And if you ask me right now why this is so important and why I'm explaining you this thing, because if you are going to vector this, I always suggest you to start always with the biggest shape. Can you see that we have this black shape here, very big? We have the ears, we have the eyes. It's a shape right here. Can you see? It's a very simplified way to look at this kind of visual information. I hope this makes a lot of sense for you. Okay, I really hope. So leave the like if you're enjoying so far this lesson. Because my friend, this is the Vectorize. Okay? And it is how we teach the lessons. There is a really meaningful here, and I explained the step that we need to take in order to get the design done. And of course, I suggest you always to, let's say, take a look at more references from the internet. If we open here the Pinterest is your friend as well, in case you want to see even more references. I just type here panda photos, and then look, let me know if the live stream is working well. All right, just and then the Silva way. Very nice thing. Look, and you can see, look how childish is this design because of the big heads, this proportion here. All right, and everything will be related to your audience. If it's for kids, if it's for adults, it really depends. Okay, all the shapes that you are gonna use, the language of shapes that we call. Okay, so let's start here by creating our sketch. So try to think in a way that I'm grabbing here in the sketch raster persona mode, grab your favorite sketch brush and then create a pixel layer and then start your sketch. Let me zoom this a little bit more. Yeah, my friend, I have this contour here so I can zoom and boom. I love this. Let me apply here in a nice way so you can see. Oh my gosh, it's better. My friend, this is the Vectorize. So the Vectorize zooming. Okay, and let's get started here. So you can start by creating the shape for the head, and then you can start also to apply the angle. And this line here in the middle will define, let's say, where the eyes will be placed. We can apply here. Can you see we have a line and the eyes here? We can add, look, I can see here the shapes. Can you see a triangle shape? So we have this form here, all right, the silhouettes. So it's very nice to take a look at this kind of silhouettes. Okay, can you see this is just the form that we are creating, and then you can make this, let's say, cute if you want. Okay, if you want to add more cuteness design, you can do. Look, it's very rough sketch. I'm not doing details at all at this stage. And then I can do the ears. The ears is rounded. Can you see how rounded it is? Try to simplify the information. It's a very nice way to do design. Look, I'm creating this right now. And then you can use the erase mode in order to let's say to clean more the lines. You can erase a little bit. Can you see how I'm doing that? I'm erasing a little bit, and then using the pencil again, you can apply a little bit of pressure. Okay, you can add a little bit more pressure, and then this area here will be, look, I will paint this area. Let me just turn off here. Can you see I have a touch? I don't like to draw with this touch mode. I will just turn off here in the settings. There's this option here that's called show touches. I don't like to use this because it's bothering me a lot. And then look, this is his expression. It's a chill expression. All right, I can add something like this, and then I will fill here this area. Okay, and of course it's up to you already to add even more details like this. Let me try to add, I have the head here, and then I can add the body, but the body will really depends about the expression, right? The emotion that he's doing. We can add, for example, here is very realistic one, but you can make him like hugging a hurt, let's say. Okay, let me just I can make him hugging a hurt, just like this. Look, and then you can see the shape here are kind of big. I can do here, oh look, his legs. I don't want to get too complex, because I like to explain even more theories here also. And yeah, so let me just apply here. I will do just this area here. I think it's gonna be better. Okay, in this top side here, look, I will add a circle just like that. This is the sketch that I'm building with you, my friends. And then you can decide as well. Let me just apply here a bit more details to this nose. And right now I'm defining even more. Let's add here the side of the eyes. And I want to add a little bit of shading for this one. For example, if I apply some brushes, like let me select this one. Okay, and then I can define the values. You see, of course, take a look at the reference in order to see where the white areas will be applied. Okay, you can, let me just paint here, and I can paint this ear as black. Okay, there you go. Oh look, I have the panda already, the sketch, right? I have the panda. And one thing that I'd like to suggest you is always to flip the image, because by doing this you can be able to define and see where you can improve about the, let's say, the dimensions of the form. Okay, you can see the dimensions right here. So I can add and improve a little bit more the lines. Can you see? Oh look, I'm gonna back here with the sketch brush. And then look, I will define a little bit better the silhouette of the head. Can you see? We have now a better form here, and not 100% rounded. We have a little bit more form here. And then for the eyes, we can add, look, I'm gonna add another eyes here. I mean, the socket, the eye socket. And then look, can you see the eyes here? Because it's black, the eye sockets from him, and then you can create a little bit of highlights to the character. And one of your friends here, I have to tell you, it is the way that you use the erase. The erase is the secret of highlights, because for example, look at this, it's important. If I paint this area here, and then I use a erase brush, look at this, I can create a kind of eyes, right? Look, Can you see? Because when you paint and use the Reese, it's just amazing, okay? Because you can provide a better understanding of how the light works. I hope this makes sense, because my friend, we are here to understand everything related to the graphic design side and also the illustration mainly. Okay, so let's get started into the vector stage. I think it's nice for now if we start already. And I can just apply the rotation like this. Okay, and then I can just, if you want, you can bring this below. Can you see? You can change, always you can change. Unfortunately, compared to Procreate and Affinity Photo, on Affinity you cannot warp this image a lot. Okay, you cannot warp a lot. And yeah, unfortunately we cannot warp, but no problem. You can, let's say, change the image by selecting. You know, you select with the freehand selection tool, and then you just use this and slice. Right, you can select an area and slice like I did. I hope that you can understand what I mean. Alright, so let's get started with the vector stage. Let me just save here for a moment. And then I will start here with the background. I will add a background with ellipse just to have a background for now. This one can be, I will apply the yellow for now, okay, just for now. And then I will start to add the shapes. So the shapes can be added by the pencil tool, can be added with the pen tool. It really depends in the way that you like and feel comfortable. But for this one, let's use the pen tool. Okay, let's use the pen tool and with white. And I will add the stroke. Here below, as you guys can see, I'm setting up the the pen tool, alright? And then use a fill and look the result. We're gonna have the settings, okay? That is the stroke and the white color here inside. Okay, and you're gonna see now the result. Look what's gonna happen. Let me apply this over here. I will reduce the opacity of the sketch in order to see. And then look, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. All right, I have the low poly technique being applied right now, my friend. This is how the vectorize works. Look, drawing the arms in low poly as well. Don't worry about the colors, just do the shapes. Boom, boom, boom. Look, here we have another arms. Don't worry about the shape right now. Now the head image. Look, I have the image here being applied. Then the ears, let's do the ears. Remember to do the macro. You need to make the biggest shapes. Alright, look, low poly being applied here. I'm not using the ellipse, just the pen tool. And then look, I will start to add the inner shapes. Inner shape, that is the shape that will comes in middle, because right now we have just created the biggest shapes, that is the silhouette in black. Look, can you see? Are you able to read this image? Is the very simplified one, okay? And later, of course, we're gonna make all these curves here. Can you see the curves being selected? Oh, look, if you swipe here, you can see them being selected at the same time. Or you can do this, select one with 2 fingers and boom, all right, it's selected. Node tool, click the node tool, select all the nodes and click here smart. All right, boom, we have now all the curves rounded. Of course, you need to make the adjustments. All right, you need to make the adjustments over the curves. Can you see how strange is this curve here? And then that's why the low poly technique is just amazing, because you can control even better and easy the way that you use the curves. I hope that I've been explaining, not so fast, but it is how I do my design, right? It's how I like to simplify the way that I do my designs. I can do, and I can handle with 3 clients at the same time, and even bring the live stream here. Just to let you know that if you follow my techniques, you can produce fast without struggling. Very easy. Can you see I'm just doing here and enjoying a lot? I hope that you are enjoying a lot as well. And if you do, I'm sure that if you follow my process, you can learn a lot. Okay. Back in here, my friend, is the vectorize. So, okay, I hope that this makes a lot of sense for you. And then I will turn off here for now the curve and you know, the layer effects that was here. Turn off, and then I will start to add, let's say, the inner shapes. The inner shapes you can use, you know, the paint tool as well to draw this. Pencil tool works nice as well. Okay, selecting the head, this one. All right, search inside and then draw here a shape. And of course you need to close this manually. I really hope that Affinity will add somehow the auto close functionality if you hold. You know, I have a lot of suggestions to give them about which kind of features that they could add, you know. So look, I'm gonna apply here, and then this is the shape. I can use the can you see here the shape? If you swipe, all right, you can switch between outline and fill mode. I know that most of you that are from the Vectorize Club, you guys, most of you, I know that you know about these very basic functionalities, but I just want to ask you guys to have patience with beginners, because I like to teach everybody, you know. I don't like to see people lost in my lessons, and I want to thank you so much for support the contents. Okay, thank you so much. All right, and let me draw here the circle. I can draw with a circle. I will paint this as white for now. Okay, like this. I'm not going to use, to be honest with you, the symbols, because it's very different side, you know, the angle. And yeah, so what you can do instead, I will do here, okay, this one, because later I will finish this and then duplicate to this side. All right, if this makes sense. And then look, I will do the nose. For the nose, let me see here the reference. Oh, look, it's a triangle, but there is a sharp here. We can simplify by doing this. Look, a triangle, okay, in black, and then we can make it as a curve. Oh, look at this, my friend. Oh, using the node, select the node and then smart. Boom, I have this result, very simple and fast. Pencil tool, let's do here this area. Oh, look, turn off, of course, the fill. I don't want to use fill. Look what's happening if you use fill. It's gonna fill this area, and then you need to set up first, turn off the user fill, and then turn on the stroke mode. Okay, and then look, you can do this. You can add. Look, pay attention to this. If I draw without this stabilizer, turn it on, I'm gonna have a big trouble here with the nodes. Okay, because with more nodes we have, more, let's say, jittery and cluttered it will be your design to manage and to handle with the adjustments. That's why it's so important to keep your design clean of nodes. So you need to do this manually, of course, if you have this problem. But another way it is to use the pencil tool with the stabilizer turned on. Okay, you can turn on this and then draw, and it's gonna have a better line art. All right, thank you so much, Consensual, my friend, for letting me know that you enjoy the lessons. I really try hard to explain, you know, in a very simplified way and that everybody can understand what we are doing here. And look, we can add a little bit of expression just by changing here these lines. Okay, we can change here the lines, and then also we can add, look at this, I'm going to add, look, this area here, and I'm gonna close this. All right, I'm gonna close, click here below, and it's gonna close, but I will apply this below of this curve zone here. All right, I'm gonna apply here because I want to hide in between. I'm gonna also change the width. There we go, my friends. Okay, now look. All right, so the result is coming alive, as you guys can see. And let me change already. Oh, look, this is without the sketch, without, you know, the details here. In that case, let's define better the lines from the ears. The ears each is in which color? Black. All right, so apply in the black one. Boom. Or a little bit gray. If it's gonna depend as well about in which color you're gonna do the strokes. For example, you can apply here all the strokes, you know, in black if you want, or this one can be in black as well. Okay, I'm considering to apply this here more below. I can adjust always, but let's focus on here about apply a little bit of colors. There you go. And this one, I really like the gray scale here, you know, from this one. And I will group this. Look, you need to group. You can change always, remember. Also, I can apply here a little bit of color. Can you see? And then let's draw the mouth shape. Oh, look, I can apply the red here. Look, I have already the tongue, and it's been applied it with the inserting side, as you guys saw on here. Okay, so when I select a shape and click here on the top, inserting side and draw, is gonna insert always inside of the shape. So you don't need to have the shape builder in order to have this result. Okay, so you can make this like this. So it's up to you. All right, about the eyes, let's stick here with this kind of stuffs. You can do this. Look, let me just duplicate. I'll make this a little bit bigger and make this as 100% black and bring this below. Okay, and then the eyes can be applied here. Oh, look. Okay, so there you go. I can make this eyes bigger. I want to make this more cute. Let me try to make this bigger. I think it's gonna be nice. All right, and then I will just duplicate, and then I will flip here. Click in this panel, flip, and then adjust. Okay, can apply here. You can distort a little bit here, right? Because can you see we have a form getting into this area, so you can apply like this. The ears here is being applied at the top, but don't worry. On the vector stage, you draw like a crazy, like I do, but later you can adjust. You can take your time to arrange the layers. I don't like to, let's say, let me give you my personal experience and thoughts. I don't like to interrupt myself about adjusting while I'm drawing. When I'm drawing, I just want to draw. When I'm making the colors, is only colors. When I'm just, let's say, arranging the layers, is just arranging the layers. I don't like to back and forth between all this process, because it takes a lot of time for you to switch between all these things that you need to do. That's why I like to split my process in a very detailed one pipeline. Okay, I hope this makes sense, my friend. If you like, if you're enjoying, it's very important for the channel and YouTube will understand that this is a good channel. All right, I hope that you are here because you see that this is a nice tutorial and the way that we see here these stuffs. Okay, my friend, and there you go. Look, I'm adjusting here the ears. I'm gonna make the ears here a little bit more, let's say, rounded. Okay, because on the reference here, look, it's very rounded, and I want to make like a beer ear. Okay, and also I'm considering to let's do this. Apply a little bit of white here inside. Okay, I think that, oops, we're gonna match a bit better. Look, the panda, of course, he has a kind of black arms, and here is the heart. Can you see how this shape is not 100% nice, because we have converted to curves, but then we need to manage in order to have, look, this one is rounded, right? And I want to make this sharp. How you can do this? Make sharp. Rounded will have this effect, and sharp will be sharp. Select, click here below. This button here, this one, then you're gonna have a sharp, and then, my friend, you just need to adjust the hurt. But of course, you can, if you want, you can use here the hurt from Affinity, but I don't like this hurt here. I think it's too, very 2D, and for this kind of stuffs, I want to make more organic. Okay, there we go. And then this arm will be applied at the top of the hurt, like hugging, even a hug. And we can make something. Look, that's why I love to use vector, because if I need to do this on Procreate, I would redraw this multiple times. It's gonna be hard, you know, for you to adjust all the things that you do and the changes. And I like to experiment always, you know, what I'm doing. Look, this one I want to give you a nice trick about how you can, you know, let's say do this. I think it's faster. All right, if you change the shape following the line art from the heart, can you see we have the line art from the heart, and then apply here to give it this sense of giving a hug, you know. Yeah, and then of course I need to make this as red. Boom. Just select the shape and then apply the red color. And please, I don't like to use the excuse about you cannot do this on desktop. You can do this as well on desktop, all right, if you don't have iPad. So keep here, my friend, and let me just create here this line. Oh, there you go, it's getting better. Can you see how the adjustments give a better form to our design? I'm not giving a lot of details, as you guys can see, just the simplified one. I'm going to adjust here a little bit. Yeah, I can keep it as let's say black. Is a personal, let's say, liking, and then I will apply this as white as well. Okay, a little bit. There you go. And if you want to add, let's say, shadows, let me adjust here the head, okay, because the head I want to make this with more adjustments. So in order to make better adjustments, I suggest you to select the layers. Can you see I'm selecting the layers that I have here? Can you see this is the head, and I'll group this. And let me just back here in order to load and save. I do it in this way. And what is important to understand here, it is that we have the head, of course, and then we have the size. So you can change, all right, the position. Also, you can change, look, the shape here below. I think this neck is too big. I can make this a bit more cute. Okay, now look, and make a little bit more adjustments over here. One thing that I like to do is to flip the image, because it's gonna refresh your mind when you are doing your design. It's gonna refresh your mind when you are creating. Can you see? So, oh look, I will adjust this this cheek here, right, to not make it too big, and then I will adjust as well this eyes a little bit. So I have this suggestion for you, my friend. If you are struggling somehow in your project, flip it in order to see where you can give a little bit more improvement. Okay, give it a flip. And then also what you can do is to add a little bit of highlights here. Oh, look, I can add a highlight here in white. Oh look, you can add a white. Can you see? So also, if you want to add, let's say, shadings, you know, shadings, it will relies about the art style that you are doing. But if you want to add shadings, it is very, very easy to do in this way that I'm gonna teach you right now. For example, you can do in this way. Insert inside. Okay, use a fill with the pencil tool. So if I draw here right now, you will not see nothing basically, because we need to change the color that is gonna be the shadow. The shadow can be this one, it's fine, all right. I can create a little bit of just a blue, you know, a cold, let's say a shadow, a little bit cold, or you can add a bit warm. Okay, so it really depends the temperature of the shadow. All right, I hope this makes sense. If you use just 100% black in grayscale, perhaps it won't work so nice. Okay, there's not a rule, as I said, but I like to do it this way. And then I will remove the outline. So here I have the setup for the shadows. Okay, here is the setup. So now after you have the setup for your shadows, look at this. I will select here the head, insert inside, and then you can start to add the shadows just like this. Okay, like that. Then I can add a little bit here, and then you can if you want, you can add some highlights here on the arms. So insert inside again, and then I will draw a little bit here. Okay, now look, I'm doing in like a freehand drawing. Of course, it will not be perfect about the lines, but it's the result that we are getting so far. Oh, look, I'm applying just a little bit of, you know, like lights coming from back. All right, and also you can now add here. Oh, let me add a little bit here. Okay, I'll make this 100% black, and then the arms here I can make a little bit like this. Okay, yeah, there we go. And also I will add here, insert inside, and then add a little bit of shading, because when you make the shadings for the black areas, it's kind of tricky, you know, because you need to apply light where is the black areas, but it's very subtle. It's very subtle the way that we apply. Okay, and then we can add a little bit on here, on certain side, and there you go. Okay, you can also add here inside of this shape, right, and apply a transparency like this, luminance. You have two ways to do opacity, actually 3 ways. Opacity from here, the layers, and also from transparency. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. So we have several ways to do opacity, and if you ask me which one I like most, to be honest, I like the one that is faster for me that moment. If I'm having this one, okay, I'll apply. I don't care actually, because the result will be the same. You know, it's how I do. Let's apply here, insert inside, and then I will just do. There you go, my friends. Look at this. And then I will just apply here a little bit of. Let's apply another one. It's gonna make this more cute. And yeah, my friend, look, this is the result that we got for now. Okay, of course, the shading for the heart, before I forget, look, I will apply a little bit here, and then look, let's apply here in this way. Okay, and then I will apply a little bit here inside in this area. Okay, and then the highlights can be applied like this. Pay attention, right, because it's very important. You can use the ellipse for this one, and then draw a white shape. You can draw a white shape for now, and reduce it to here, more or less. And then look at this. I'm going to apply right now here in this area. All right, in this area here, the color panel, I can use the red a bit too light. Okay, can you see? With a light, you can do this. Let me define here the shape. You can see, convert to curves, and then you can apply a little bit like this. I want to head and have a little bit more lights. Okay, there you go. One thing that is important to understand, that adjustments and shadings is something that is the one that takes more time, because of these principles here. This one is fast, this one is fast, but when you need to handle with details, values, light, shadow, and lines, all right, it takes more time to make. All right, and then I will adjust the highlights here, or pencil tool, bring the white on the outline, and then boom. Can I apply here? Boom. Yeah, my friend, look, you can do this. Okay, we have the highlights here in the heart. Can apply another one here a little bit to apply here. Boom. And then yeah, this one I think I can reduce the little bit the size. About this, I can make it small because I think it's gonna be more cute. All right, and then I can flip the image. So basically, if you flip the image and you don't notice something very wrong, let's say the symmetry, or something, is that the design is doing nice. Okay, I'm considering to apply this more on here, okay, and bigger. I think it's gonna be nicer, and maybe just a little bit. Okay, all right, my friend, and then I can change. Look, I can change the color here from the background as well. I think yellow is nice, yellow one like this. And let me just look for the head. I can make more on the front like this. Okay, all right, questions, feel free to leave questions. It's gonna be important for your process. So this is a version that we did for our character, just hugging the heart. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed a lot. And remember, please remember that you can join on the Vectorize Club. If you want to download this template that I use to create my designs, I like to use this template because it gives us a very nice size to export. In case you want to export for a client, just make sure to group your design, group the design, click here on the top, okay, the export persona, create a slice, and then look the size that we are gonna export. 1569 is a nice size if you don't want to, let's say, lose a lot of quality. Okay, yeah, you can just export this in this size, it's fine. In 1x, click here. Okay, PNG 1x is fine, or if you want to have even better quality to print this, click here on Retina. Okay, just click here on Retina and export. Yeah, my friend, it's just awesome the way that we see here the solution that you can create with Vector. It was a more flat design that we did here. Okay, and also if you want to apply, for example, an outline for this guy here, for make a sticker, you can do this. Look, I could print this just like that. Right, and remember with Vector you can always change. For example, you can just grab all this, let's say, look how nice it is with just few let's say scale, positioning, movement. You can change your design easily. You can look, even apply some chicks if you want. Let me apply this right away. This is the bonus, right? The vectorized bonus. And I can apply here a little bit this one. Okay, Gaussian blur for this one. If you guys are very used to understand that, usually I use Gaussian blur here. That is a blurry way to apply, but sometimes it doesn't work for a flat design. All right, just to let you know. And yeah, I suggest you to stick with flat if you start with flat design, but it's up to you. Okay, it's entirely up to you. There you go. I really like to create design that is very cute because I work as game artist, and yeah, and the past week we did the Joker. Not Joker, yes, I think it's a Joker. If you remember, the past week it was a crazy guy. And yeah, the tutorial will not be available soon on the YouTube. So if you have lost, I'm so sorry, my friend, but it's gonna be available inside of the Vectorize Club, and I can place on there. Here, look, all these streamings that is very nice, premiered one is gonna be available here on the Vectorize Club. And if you do the design, please click here, join the club. All right, and if you click here, send direct message, you guys will be redirected to send me message here. All right, send John message to John, that is me. Okay, and send me your design. I'm very looking forward. Look, my friends, I'm very looking forward to grab my hammer and break everything here. Okay, so send me your design and I will give you tips. I want to help you. Okay, and also you're gonna have access to the Discord channel. And yeah, we don't have a lot of people that join on there because of the, let's say, the time zone that we have, different time zones. On here in Brazil right now it is almost 6 p.m. okay, and I guess that on England it should be very night on there, or also in Germany, and I don't know about the United States, but I think it's a bit early than Brazil right now. And yeah, my friend, thank you so much, really. Oh look, I'm just, oh my gosh. So the lesson here that I deliver you is this, is about this. It is to show techniques and work at the same time. For me, it's hard, to always to explain and do the design at the same time. I want to ask you to bear with me, if the design is not 100% very nice, because as I like to say, I like to do the design by my own without getting me interrupted all the time. But this is a study purpose, all right? I'm teaching you how you can see as artist, how you can improve your skills by teaching you these techniques. Since the drawing, remember the drawing that we did? So yeah, look how this design changed, all right? Using all the jump principles here. I'm showing you in a practice way, okay? Thank you so much, Amy. You are very welcome. Amy Gullivan, thank you. Yeah, guys, look. So this was the first version that we did in real time, okay? In real time. Because most people that sometimes judge, the way that I do. Sometimes I get some people that criticize my work, but no worries about that. They don't know how to make a sketch and finish at the same time like I do. All right. Yeah, my friend, I'm very happy to help you guys, and I'm very excited to always bring the lessons here. Okay, yeah, questions, my friend. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much, Paul Burgess from Ireland. Are you from Ireland? Oh, nice. Okay, so on Discord, you guys can join on there if you want, in order to get my feedbacks. Okay. Guys, dankeschön, muito obrigado, thank you, and yeah. All right, let's wrap up here. Yeah, thank you a lot, Eileen, for your encouragement. Yeah, when you need to work with social stuff, sometimes you get people that try to discourage you, but no problem. I will stay here every week doing tutorials. I will stay here. And I will do my best, my friend. Really, I will do my best always to teach you, And remember, please, before you go, always get study time. All right, gracias. Look, this is the book that I've been studying, and I want to study even more. It's been hard to, short time sometimes, but I like to encourage you guys to see. Where is it? The fundamentals. It's here, I think. Yeah. These ones, fundamentals. The values here. Can you see the values being applied here? So basically, if you cannot read an image, a message, it's because something is wrong with your design. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I guess that we don't have a lot of questions for today. It's good. Okay, let's see here. Let me try it. Yeah. You guys can, of course, follow this style. Guys, you have all the freedom to copy my work. There is no copyright issues here. No worries. All the contents created for the Vectorize is open to students. Okay, is open to students. So feel free. All right. Thank you, and see you the next week. And bye bye, my friends. Bye bye. See you.